Hey guys, welcome to Practical Home Projects. Today I want to share with you how to drill holes in porcelain tile. Porcelain tile is one of the hardest substances that you might try to drill into. So it's harder than brick, concrete, it's harder than regular ceramic tile. So if you ever see anybody trying to use a mortar drill bit just to try to drill through porcelain tile, they're going to wear that drill bit down really quick. So when you go to the store, you need to check for a drill bit that specifically says for porcelain tile, and those are going to be diamond grit type drill bits.
It may be tempting to go for just a basic carbide-tipped drill bit. These are designed for wood and you can buy an entire pack for $10 or $15. These are just going to fall apart if you try to drill through porcelain tile though. The next step up will be something like a masonry bit. So these drill bits cost maybe $5 or $6, or you get a free one if you buy a pack of screws. The whole pack of screws might be $15 to $20. However, this is still just hardened steel. It's good for concrete and brick, but it's not going to go through porcelain tile. For that, we need the diamond grit. So that diamond grit is what you're really paying for. This is $23 for just one drill bit, but really it's the only thing that can do the job.
The tools we're going to be using today are a high-powered drill. So I'm using a hammer drill, but I'm actually going to be using it in standard drill mode. For this project, you do not want to use it in hammer mode. I just like this drill because it has a second handle so I can hold it steady, and it also has this depth gauge so I can make sure I'm not drilling too far. And the drill bit is kind of the star of the show. So this is a diamond grit drill bit, and it's actually technically a hole saw. So you can see there's a little hole in the middle, so debris will end up getting in there, and there's a little gap in the back where that debris will fall out if you poke it with a wire or something. So when using this, the main enemy is heat. As it starts chipping away at that porcelain tile, it's going to heat up a lot, and if you let it continue to heat up, the metal is going to get soft, and the diamonds are either going to get embedded or they're going to chip off, and then it's going to dull really quickly within just one or two holes. So our goal today is to use as much water as possible to keep this drill bit from overheating. Before I started working in the bathroom on our brand new tiled floor, I wanted to practice on just a scrap piece of tile in case anything got damaged or scratched. When starting with the drill, it's important to start at about a 45-degree angle and just sort of chip out a groove. If you try to go in at 90 degrees right off the bat, the drill bit's going to bounce all over the place and it'll be difficult to drill a straight hole. To keep the drill bit cool, water is pretty much the best way to handle it. You can use a spray bottle, and that works just to spray the tile itself, and that kind of helps cool it off a little bit as well as stopping the dust from going everywhere. But most of my cooling came from the little cup of water because I could dunk the entire drill bit in there and it would rapidly cool it off. As I was doing research for this project, I saw a couple people who had bought either this same exact drill bit or a similar one say that they drilled one or maybe two holes and then the drill bit was already too worn out to keep using. And I wanted to be extra careful that I could drill at least 6 holes, which sounds pretty reasonable. So I was extremely careful about not applying too much pressure, and I made sure to dunk my drill bit in water like every 15 seconds just to keep it as cool as possible. So when I was doing that, the first hole I drilled took me a full 45 minutes. And then the further I got, kind of the less careful I got, and I started, pushing down a little bit harder and maybe not adding water as frequently. And then at the very end, I had one hole to go, I had nothing to lose, so I just, applied plenty of water, but I also applied quite a bit of pressure to the hole as I was drilling, and I ended up drilling through that last hole in about 6 minutes. I think I probably did wear out the drill bit a little bit more, but it was my final drill, so I didn't care nearly as much. I think this drill bit still has plenty of life left in it. In the future, I will probably continue to put a decent amount of pressure behind the drill as I'm drilling, but also make sure to dunk it in the water every 15 or 20 seconds. And I think I should be able to do, probably another half dozen holes or so before it wears out on porcelain. However, I think it still has plenty of grit left if we want to drill through, like, say, ceramic tile in the future, so I'll definitely keep this one around. If you guys have any other suggestions for drilling through porcelain tile or any other substrates, please put that in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.